what the Yankees have done since the start of the 0-2 season. They are 125-45 against the Twins, and that's including postseason. Owen make that 1-2. And a pitch, fastball missed down and in. Last time the Yankees were here, they won all 3 games here at Target Center, and they outscored Minnesota 14-1. So nobody is putting these in the win column, but boy, they certainly, as the boys like to say, trending in the right direction. Ground ball, third base. McMahon gobbles, throws over in time for the out. He can really good
run.
Thrower on the run.
Yeah, Austin Martin actually has had a really good, over the last 18 games, Martin reached base 34 times, 20 hits and 14 walks, and we just saw why. He puts it in play anywhere, and he can get down that line very, very quickly.
Quick 2 outs brings up Luke Keeschel. They were raving about him when Minnesota was in New York back on August 11, 12, and 13.
Young rookie. He is one of the building blocks here. He's the one that we talked to, and he was a wrestler, and he thought the discipline helped him.
Yes, indeed. First pitch, fastball for a strike from Rodon.
And to start his career, he's reached base 38 of 42 games.
They'll keep you around for a long time as a young kid. Play him straight up infield and outfield. Here's pitch. Fastball right down the pipe for strike. Rodon going right after him. 0-2, 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the first.
On base percentage of almost 400.
Rodon, as you know, is a very quick worker. Keeschel trying to slow him down just a little bit. Here's the 0-2 from Carlos. And fastball, tried to dot. Missed outside, not by much. 1-2.
Keeschel really is trying to erase that back line with his left foot all the way on that back line.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Carlos steps into it. Breaking ball hit down the third base line, foul. Infield, the dirt, if you will, is very dark. It's not dirt, it's crushed shale.
Crunchy. You walk on it.
Yep. It's a very, I'd say, medium dark brown.
Yep. And you can hear it when they walk from the on-deck circle around. You can hear the crushes
on the warning track.
Yep.
Yeah. 1-2, 2 out, nobody on. Here's pitch. Fastball missed in the dirt. 2-2. Keeschel out of Watsonville, California, played his college ball at Arizona State. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a foul back.
That's a pedigree right there. There are a couple of schools that, when they make the major leagues and you look at the colleges, all right, he's prepared. He knows what he's doing.
The other school that really comes to mind, now that you make that point, all the guys we've talked about, the University of Virginia. I mean, that's it's a southern school, but the schools in the deep south, you look at the Clemsons and Florida States and those guys. But UVA's done well. Here's a pitch put in play. Ground ball. McMahon throws on a run, dug out by Goldschmidt. Yes, indeed. And
they're going to look.
And they're going to take a look at that. The Yankees are moving slowly towards the third base dugout, but that was a bouncing ball to McMahon.
I think he's safe. Maybe not.
And another fine play by McMahon on the run, on the backhand. Kid can pick it. 1, 2, 3 in the first. Good start for the Yankees and Rodon. We go to inning number 2 with Jazz Chisholm leading off on WFAN, Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Catholics. Street Easy asked former New Yorkers if there's anything they miss about life in New York City.
Let me put it this way. House with a home theater sounds appealing. But that's until you realize you no longer have a theater district.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, Street Easy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
5 a.m., I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Be your own own Terry.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate with the most advanced 5G, the most powerful.
Minnesota, this is Game 7 for the Yankees in a stretch of 13 consecutive games. 3-3 in that stretch here. As we look at Jazz Chisholm Jr. leading off, and he swings and pops one up, coming back this way. And it lands just above us in the upper deck here. 0-1 to Jazz.
We're nestled way back here, so if it comes up here,
it'll be coming in
really
hot.
Do it, yeah.
0-1 to Jazz. It's fastball, 4 strike. Slow delivery there by Sean Barber, home plate umpire. Jazz at 244, 29 homers and 75 runs batted in. He'll pull to the right. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, he's down, and that's a third strikeout for Woods Richardson.
Today's Acme Markets home run payoff contestant is Bridget C. from Brooklyn. And Bridget will win a $100 Acme Markets gift card for every homer the Yanks hit in the second. Visit WFAN.com/Acme.
Paul Goldschmidt. Infield pulls to the right. He looks at a breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 1. He's hitting at 278, 10 homers, 43 runs batted in.
And on that play by McMahon, if Goldschmidt's not there, that probably is probably not an out, because he got it right on the ground. Tremendous play by Goldschmidt.
His pitch, line drive, left field into Austin Martin, the left fielder, and a good start here with one down. First hit of the ball game. Paul Goldschmidt.
And a good sign there, getting that off that righty, and he turned on that beautifully and just laced it into left field.
Here's McMahon coming off a couple of nice plays in the field. 217, 19 homers, 51 runs batted in. First pitch, swung on, hit down the left field line out of play.
And moved up in the lineup, batting 7th today. Got other. So he can go left. He likes to go lefty, righty, lefty all the way down if he can. Pretty close. Lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty, righty, lefty. It is all the way down.
Trying to break out of a 2 for 22. Here's the pitch. Fastball missed away. Count goes to 1-1. 1 out, runner at first. We're in the second inning. Game 1 of 3 here in Minneapolis. Then we go to Baltimore. The final road games of the season, then come home for the White Sox and the O's again.
4 in Baltimore.
Over to first, Goldschmidt back safely. Goldie a sneaky 5 out of 6 this year. Very impressed. McMahon, left-hand hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pulled to the right side to second baseman. Fields throws it short for 1, back to first, not in time. A good operation by Keishel to lead to Julian. There's 2 down.
And McMahon has a lot of speed that we're not, and that was hit very slowly anyway, but McMahon's got that speed that we don't talk about. Goldschmidt, one of those guys, he's not fast, but a really smart base runner.
Here comes Jose Caballero. Aaron Boone calling him confident and a winning player. And this is his 6th consecutive start. Anthony Volpe is at full strength and good to go if needed tonight or even tomorrow. First pitch, a breaking ball in there for strike. Gabby at 233, 5 homers and 35 runs batted in.
You know, this is the time of year, I'm sorry, you play the guy who's doing the best.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no question. It is really winning time now.
Yep. Old right side of the infield is open.
Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Got those hands out front. He was trying to go that way.
Yeah,
0-2.
Really just swung right over that splitter. I don't think he was expecting that.
It's a mammoth home run that Cabby hit last night. And then Well, he had to be the guy with Aroldis Chapman feeling good and trying to close it out. How about 101? How about 102? How about 101 and game over? Chapman has in unbelievable form this year. 37 years old. Gabby trying to battle here. Second baseman moves behind the bag now. Here's the pitch. And he tried to shoot that right side and fouled it off. So Keishel going as far as he can for breaking the line and getting behind the bag. I don't miss those days of the shift.
No. Silly.
0-2 here to Caballero. There goes McMahon. Got a fabulous jump. Here's Pitts taken down low and in standing with the stolen base, Ryan McMahon. And for McMahon, that's his third in 4 attempts.
And he is very fast, and he didn't need to be there because Simeon Woods Richardson never even looked at him. He knew he was going and didn't even turn to look at him.
Good baseball instincts by McMahon, catching that. Wasn't paying attention. Here's 1-2 to Cabby. Check swing, keeps the AB alive. That was a late swing, too. Almost took it out of the catcher's glove.
Well, that's that four-seamer. He was looking for the curve of the splitter, and that was a four-seamer. Up at 95.
Simeon Woods Richardson, 6'3", 210. 24-year-old right-hander. 1-2 pitch here to Caballero. Here it comes, and taken outside. Close, too. Pretty good fastball. Count goes to 2-2. Austin Wells, left-hand hitting catcher's on deck.
It took him out of high school. He was committed to go to University of Texas, of course. Everybody is from down there.
Well, here we go, 2-2 with McMahon. Good speed. He's at second. Here's the pitch. Swung on a little dribbler to shortstop. This will be Brooks Lee. Throws over. Just got Caballero. Hustling up the line. You love seeing that. No runs, 1 hit. No errors and a man left. We go bottom 2, score.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
A message from a former New Yorker, presented by Street Easy.
We left Brooklyn Heights in 2021, and we miss it. We went from sharing a neighborhood with a few celebrities to sharing a neighborhood with my wife's parents.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, Street Easy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
5 a.m., I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Guess which baseball player or manager is at the plate?
None of this would be possible without unbelievable teammates over the years.
You need it. Signing up is easy. Pick your water, choose your schedule, and enjoy. Use code BASEBALL for 50% off your first order. Plus free delivery. Stay refreshed all season long. Order now at water.com.
Right now, let's pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for BT and Sal. Weekdays from 10 to 2. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
A not stressful first inning for Carlos Rodon. 1-2-3 against the Twins here. Game 1 of 3 here in Minnesota. 4, 5, and 6 coming up in the order. They're very personable, and a guy that, if he ever stays healthy, has a chance to be a superstar. Royce Lewis, the third baseman.
I don't think there's anyone who doesn't like Royce Lewis.
Oh, my goodness. Swing and a miss. A slider from Rodon. Lewis at 237, 12 homers, 46 runs batted in.
He just got in the batter's box and turned around to home plate umpire Sean Barber and said something. Barber's smiling, shaking his hand.
Next pitch outside. He is the Walking definition of hail fellow, well met.
9 for his last 30. Also, if he stayed healthy, as Dave says, he'd be an all-star. He's a tremendous player.
He'd be on the cover of video games. 1-1. Fastball missed down low. 2-1.
And they're weird injuries. I mean, he'll hit a bag, and they're odd injuries. That
running out of triple. Last year when I was here, yo, man, what happened? I was running out of triple and popped. 2-1. Pitch outside. 3-1.
You have to run.
Yeah, I think that's happened, each of the last 3 years.
A couple of times, yeah.
Going great. He had a tear where he hit a bunch of grand slams.
Is that groins a lot? Odd.
3-1. Line drive, left field, going back. Bellinger reaching up. He makes the catch. Of course he does. He's Cody Bellinger going hard to his glove side in left field.
He has such a good jump on these. He's one of the few outfielders out there that absolutely reads swings. And it looked like he was just sort of sauntering over there. He wasn't. That was a tremendously hard-hit ball that just kept going to the left and going to the left. And he was way over towards left center. Yeah. Tremendous catch.
He found an extra gear, too. Boy, that was impressive. One down. Here's Matt Wallner, right fielder, left-hand hitter. And he swings at the first pitch. Pulls it foul.
Drive Around the League is brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers. Trust your keys with Meineke. Not a lot going on today. 3 in the American League. Tampa Bay leading Toronto 1-0. They're in the first inning. We don't get serious about looking at Toronto till the 8th when they decide it's time to get up and score some runs. It's every single game.
That's the first of 4 down there. Here's pitch to Wallner. Down low. Good point.
Every game in Boston, you look, if they're winning when then it's like they got up and said, oh my gosh, it's the 8th inning. We're going to score.
The other day you're reading the scores, I'm thinking, okay, and then here it comes. 1-1 here to Wallner. And it looks pitch outside, 2-1.
And they're bringing up a kid who was last year's first-round pick, Trey Savage, and he went through all the levels of minor leagues this year, and he's pitching tonight in Tampa.
2-1 to Wallner. Pitch swung on, a foul back into the screen. And home plate, 2-2.
White Sox have scored 1 in the bottom of the first. They lead Baltimore 1-0. They're in Chicago. Texas at Houston. That's later on a little bit, and that's Jack Leiter against Jason Alexander. Texas is surprising everybody by staying in striking range.
Amazing.
It really is. They've lost everybody.
Five impactful guys.
Yep, including the best pitcher on their team, and Nathan Eovaldi. Cubs are leading Pittsburgh 3-0. They are in the 5th. Michael Busch, homer number 28.
Canfield pulled hard to the right for the lefty Wallner. Here's pitch up high with a fastball.
Atlanta over Washington 4-1. They're in the 5th. Matt Olson had his 26th for Atlanta. Dalen Lyle had his 6th for Washington. Cincinnati over St. Louis 1-0. They're in the 2nd.
Next pitch from Rodon, and it's down low, ball 4. So Rodon, his first walk, and it's first base runner for the Twins this evening.
And later on, a good one. Philly is out to play the Dodgers. Ranger Suarez against Emmett Sheehan.
So 1 out, 1 on. Carson McCusker will stand in, and I was reading it. You said it out loud early.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of names we're not familiar with, all the movement that they've had here with this ball club. He's a right-hand hitter hitting a .167. And takes a breaking ball for a strike. He's DHing tonight, just his 10th game. He's 2 for 12 so far. From Folsom Lake College and Oklahoma State. Here's pitch. Right-hand hitter, breaking ball swung over the top. 0-2. Free agent signed back in June of 23.
The 27 from Sparks, Nevada.
A big kid. He's 6'8", 250. I'm looking down. I sort of remember he was with these guys when they were at the stadium. He's probably been up and down multiple times.
Yeah, he didn't play.
No, but I had him on my list. Here's the 0-2. Wallner at first. Not much of a lead. Not a running threat. Rodon kicks and deals. His pitch. Swung on a little looper. Right side. Judge coming in. It'll be Jazz. Cutting everybody off and makes a catch. I think he's catching a football right around his shoulder. Had his 2 hands cupped around his left shoulder. Nice play. 2 down. Boy, again, that's where the Jazz athleticism is going to save Judge a lot of wear and tear. He can get out there and cover little flares and whatnot, little drop shots that get out there. 2 outs, runner at first, no score. Bottom of the second here in Minneapolis. Here's Brooks Lee, the shortstop, hitting at .235, 14 homers, 58 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter, breaking ball, swing and a miss.
And Brooks Lee, very young, just 24 years old, and he is a keeper. Really good shortstop, got to hit a little more.
Deep in that box. And runner goes. There's a pitch. Take it down low. Throw down to second. You got a chance. No. Nice swipe grab of the throw by Jazz and the swipe tag. And he made contact with the runner. And I said, well, no, it's not a running threat. Turns out he goes. That's his 4th bag. He's only been caught twice.
Well, that was a little high, and Jazz did have to get him on the hip. It was a swipe tag on him on the hip, but he was already in there. And I think if Wells' throw is a little lower, a little more of a laser shot, and doesn't have a little dip on it.
He looked, again, I think I mentioned this earlier. He had to reach across, and he threw it like the late, great Thurman Munson. Threw it almost sidearm to get it there. It had enough tail. It just was a tad late. 1-1. Pitch from Rodon. Breaking ball, will dribble right back to Carlos. Fields throws to first, and that will do it for Minnesota here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. To the third we go. Twins and Yankees tied. Zip.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
StreetEasy asked former New Yorkers if there's anything they miss about life in New York City.
Let me put it this way. House with a home theater sounds appealing. But that's until you realize you no longer have a theater district.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, StreetEasy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. StreetEasy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
First pitch at the bottom of the second was a 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Brought to you by Optimum Fiber. Don't take slow for an answer. And leading off, here's first pitch. Swung on and fouled off left side by Austin Wells, 0-1. He's hitting at .210, 21 homers and 66 runs batted in.
Yankee fans shop the New Era Authentic Collection at the Yankees team store and NewEraCap.com. New Era, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
There's the Wellesley pitch outside. Check the swing. Ball one. Simeon Woods Richardson on the mound. He played on the Olympic team, U.S. Olympic team in 2020. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. 1-2.
One of my favorite things about this guy, Simeon Woods, he and his trainer, they sell cookies. They made a cookie company because the two of them ate a lot of cookies. So they decided to make a business, and there's different sections where you can buy. It's called the Cozy Cookie. And
I'm going to have to try them.
Yep. I can imagine. Well, you know, we eat so many.
1-2. Pitch inside. 2-2.
He and his friend, a Minneapolis native named Aaron Robinson, they started the cookie company, the Cozy Cookie. Now, I've got all the sections for you if you want to go.
That's
section
right.
120, 133,
Keep
311.
that in mind. 2-2 to Wells. Strike three called inside corner. Did not like the call by Sean Barber at all. Walks away. Back to the third base dugout. And that's the third strikeout for Simeon Woods Richardson. One down here in the third.
They have little markets around here from a lot of the stores, a lot of the restaurants that are around the Minneapolis downtown. It's quite a place. Target Field. It's probably in those little markets too.
Boy, Wells had a good beef there. Top of the order, here's Grisham. He looks at pitch outside, ball one. Grish, the center fielder, stepping to the plate. Centers Healthcare. I'd like to remind you, they're not just care, they're care that moves you. CentersHealthcare.com. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. 2-0. Grish struck out first time. Matter of fact, opening up the ballgame. Woods Richardson now has the longest name in MLB history, 15 characters. How about that? There's a pitch, fastball on the right down the middle, actually, 2-1.
We all have to be known for something. It's interesting.
That's when he made his debut, but it's since been surpassed by Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the breaking ball down low.
And he's down, right? He's not up anymore.
I just remember seeing that kid in Cincinnati, and
yep.
Boy, seemed like it took up half my scorecard. No scores. We play here, top of the third. Game 1 of 3 in Minnesota. Here's the pitch. And down and away for ball 4. That brings up Aaron Judge with a man aboard. So another walk by Woods Richardson. That's his second. Third inning brought to you by Spectrum. Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you, Spectrum.
And now to take a look at Grisham, what he's going to do. He has been in a little slump. One for his last 24 now. You get on. Does he use that speed?
Not much of a lead. Here's Judge. Here's first pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike. Top of the zone. Didn't heat it up very much.
And Red is playing catcher because Christian Vasquez and Ryan Jeffers on the injured list. They're two catchers.
Here's Judge at 0-1. Pitch, swing on, line drive into right field. It's slicing right back to the right fielder out there. That's Matt Wallner. He makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now, this is the time of year managers, they talk about the integrity of the game. Well, Rocco Baldelli would probably like to play all his minor leaguers and see what they got, but they can't because this is a real team here, and they have to win.
Right. Play it out. Absolutely. Here's Cody Bellinger. Judge now a walk and a fly out. Bellinger popped out to the shortstop. Looks at first pitch strike here. 0-1. Second baseman Keishel really trying to lock up the 4-hole on the right side. Here's pitch. Outside to Cody Bellinger, 1-1. They're averaging 21,796. They might have that here tonight. Here's pitch. Taken down low. 2-1. The place holds 39,504.
And was sold out for so many years here. All these, the new place, the old place, but this place was so beautiful.
Opened on April 12, 2010. Throw over to first, back safely. Christian, April 12th, isn't that? That's the day the Titanic sunk.
Yes, uh-huh.
The day Fenway.
Yes, it is. It's the day Fenway opened the same day.
No score here. Top of the third, 2 out, runner at first. Cody Bellinger, a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down and in, ball 3. And that's the pitch he's looking for right here now.
And that splitter, Cody didn't even have to think about that. Now, does he go back to the fastball here, or does he throw him another splitter, try and get it over? But if he's looking for the fastball, it should be right here in fastball count.
Grisham, good speed. At first, not much of a lead. And the pitch. And he swings and pops it up. Mile-high pop behind home plate. Catcher coming back, and it just gets over the screen. Hey, nice catch. Second. Caught it in his cap. Very nice behind home plate in the good seats.
He's getting
the third row.
High fives and thumbs up, slapping hands with strangers. They're hugging.
All right, give the ball to a kid now. All right, you got on TV. There you go. Give it to his buddy. Hopefully, we'll give it to his kid. It was a nice play though.
It was
Tip of the cap. 3-2 to Cody. Here's pitch, runner goes, pitch, swing, and a miss. Struck him out on a breaking ball. So Simeon Woods Richardson, 4 strikeouts, make that 5 strikeouts. And he retires the Yankees in the 3rd inning. No score here at Target Field on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Street Easy asked former New Yorkers if there's anything they miss about life in New York City.
Let me put it this way. House with a home theater sounds appealing. But that's until you realize you no longer have a theater district.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, Street Easy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H2025, compatible device and plan required for T-Satellite. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Wages and benefits that open the path to the middle class that every hardworking American deserves. Laborers Local 731. Feel the power.
Third inning brought to you by Spectrum. Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you, Spectrum. No score. Carlos Rodon against Simeon Woods Richardson is making his first start against the Yankees. Rodon, this is his 16th start against the Twins. He's 9-3 with a 4.00 ERA. He's going to get 8, 9, and 1 here in the 3rd inning. Johnny Pereda, the catcher. They get 236, no homers, and 4 runs batted in. Swings at the first pitch. Comes up empty, 0-1.
Yankee fans know what winning looks like, and it's not sitting in traffic. Skip the hassles of I-95 and crowded airports. Amtrak gets you downtown to downtown with no middle seats ever.
26th game for Pereda. Looks for breaking ball down low, 1-1.
Smarter way to travel at Amtrak.com. Retrain travel.
Pereda, right-hand hitter. Infield played him straight up. Here's the pitch. Swing on line drive. Left field. Gets down into the corner. Fair ball. Bellinger retrieves, and a loud leadoff double by Johnny Pereda. That's his 3rd double since getting with this ball club and getting a nice ovation.
And Johnny Pereda was with the A's, and they waived him on July 22nd. He's been with the Cubs, Miami, Athletics, and now the Twins.
Recently recalled 10 days ago. So that is the first hit. Second base runner for the Twins. No score, bottom of the 3rd. Edouard Julien, the first baseman. 195, 3 homers, and 12 runs batted in. Slider on the outside corner for strike.
Now Pereda only bat 236 this whole year, but since he's been with the Twins, he's 7 for 16 now. That's 438. And here, because they lost both their catchers.
Grisham in center. Tilted a little bit left here. I think this guy's going to go up the middle or the other way. Next pitch. Outside, 1-1. Coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. Visit Provident.bank to learn more. Runner at second. 1 out. And here's a pitch from Rodon. In on his hands and fouled it into the dugout. Right past Byron Buxton. I'll tell you what. If you're in the on-deck circle at this ballpark, because the stands are so close, you really better pay attention, because he's only about 10 feet removed, 15 feet removed from home plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Rodon. Fastball outside. 2-2.
Edouard Julien had a great year his first year up. He grew up in Quebec City. He didn't know any English till he moved to the United States to play baseball. He went to Auburn.
War Eagle. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball. Tried to jam him. He did not go, says DJ Rayburn. 3-2. So Rodon trying to get win number 17. He's all over the pitching leaderboard. Put up some really good numbers. 3-2 here. And the pitch. Swing on, hit right up the middle. Cabby's right there behind the bag. Bobbles, recovers, throws, and he got him. Oh, man, what a play. He never quit. And he's got that arm strength. He threw flat-footed and threw a dime to Goldie.
And that's the difference between guys that have an arm. And are they going to look at this? I think they are. They're going to challenge it. But what a play by Caballero to do that. And he's got such a great arm. It got by him. He had to go out into the outfield where it was rolling and then hit a bullet.
That's real close.
I think he might be safe.
Yeah, he's definitely safe, but
it's still a great play.
And when Cabby, he had his feet set so he could make a quick release, and he pulled the glove up too soon. But then he scrambled after it. Oh, he's definitely safe. Close.
And this instant play review is brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
But the recovery and the dynamic, defensive qualities that kid has says a lot. So now Rodon in some trouble. Runners at the corners, top of the order. Byron Buxton, their best player, coming up.
And that is a hit. That was not a.
Oh yeah, it's a hit all the way.
Hit very, very hard.
So Buxton swung the first pitch of the home first and flied out the center. He's a career 4 for 17 against Rodon. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Went right after him. Fastball in on his hands. 0-1.
Buxton third in the league with 7 triples, 31 home runs at 7th. OPS 5th.
I'm laughing because Sean Barber told Rodon, hold up. And Sean walked around Wells and kicked at the dirt. There was a little bit of dirt, like half a speck, and he kicked it off. Infield playing back, looking for a double play. Right side of the infield, wide open. They look for Buxton to pull. 0-1 pitch. He got quiet here. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball down low. 1-1. Buxton, another guy. We were talking about Joyce Lewis, constantly hurt. Rarely do you see Buxton play upwards of 150, 160 games. Plays hard all the time. 1-1 pitch in the dirt, tackled there by Wells. Ball 2-1.
And came into this game 4 for 16, so now 4 for 17 against Rodon.
Big out to get right here. Rodon leans in. He comes set. 2-1 is the count. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Pitch. Swing on a hit down the right field line. Foul. And well, we got a pretty, I can't help but notice this.
Sky?
Pretty sky. Pink, purple, blue. And it's just remarkable. It almost looks like the pictures you see of the Northern Lights.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, indeed. John would say it looks like a pastel painting. The blue sky.
It's 100%. 2-2 here. 2 bucks to the pitch. Swung on, dribbled off his foot. Back to Rodon.
It's a pretty place. See, there's Bullseye. There's the dog. The tail's wagging. That's my favorite thing. Alex Rodriguez had no idea. That's where his office is, in that building. And I talked about the tail, and he said, really? I said, yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. First real stress issue for Rodon in this game. He went 1-2-3 in the first. Got a quick out in the second, walked the batter, then retired the next 2. This inning's been different. Double, single, and now a 2-2 pitch to Buxton. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Good pitch. Top of the zone. A little bit of hook, a little cut to it. And that's a strikeout number 1 here for Rodon.
And the first strikeout of the game presented by Weichert Realtors. Don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one at Weichert.com. Look, if he cuts down on that swing a little bit, he probably gets that. He was really going for it there.
No score, 1 out, runners at the corners is Austin Martin. Grounded out to McMahon first time. Pitch is outside, missed, ball 1.
See, and to the left outside, there's a beautiful new, I think that's an apartment house, because there's...
That big one, yeah, they've been putting that up for a long time.
Boy,
yeah.
but...
It's huge.
You could have your own season ticket, look right into the ballpark.
They'd find a way to charge you. Here's the 1-0.
They can.
And pitch in there for strike. Late call by Sean Barber, 1-1.
Probably doesn't go for $1.98 either.
You think?
Yeah.
1-1. I mean, you're looking into the ballpark. Yeah, that's not too shabby. That's got to be built into the price. Here's pitch. Outside. 2-1. So Rodon about to throw his 49th pitch. Jazz has moved back to a more conventional double play depth. Runners at the corners. If Martin can hit one right to Cappy. 2-1. Swing and a foul tip that's held on by Wells. 2-2.
That's a great thing about Rodon. He's got that kind of power that you can get that strikeout. And how do you do that here?
Bit of a jam here. Runners at the corners, 1 out. He's ahead here, 2-2. And now steps off. Give you an idea what kind of year it's been for Rodon. 7th in the ERA, tied for 2nd in wins, 1st in hits per 9, 7th in strikeouts per 9, 7th in innings pitched, 5th in strikeouts. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Muscled right side, foul out of play, second deck. Count stays at 2-2. One out. He needs an out right here. 2-2. And a pitch to Martin. Down and in. Did not go. Full count. In 2. Luke Keishel's on deck. It's much different from when Rodon saw these guys back on the 12th of August. He was dominant. 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts in 96 pitches.
And Austin Martin, one of these super utility guys, and unlike a lot of them, he really relishes it. He just wants to be really good all over the diamond.
Here comes a big pitch at 3-2. Runner at first. He holds in a pitch. Swing, a hit to Cabby. That's a tailor-made double play. Flips to Jazz, and he took too long, and then it gets past Goldschmidt. The run scores. And Cabby, if he had flipped it immediately and not tried to run it to Jazz, he would have saved that nanosecond that cost him an out there and a bad throw.
Yeah, he took 1 step before he threw to him. I thought he could go that quickly, but just a little underhand flip. Let's see if we can see this again. Caballero gets it. He took 2 steps before he underhanded it to Jazz, and Jazz threw it into the ground, but he would have been safe anyway. That was just
so the Twins on the board here. It's 1-0 Minnesota. Throw over to first back in time is Martin.
Caballero talking to himself there. Very angry with himself.
Yeah, his first instinct was to flip it. Then he said, no, I can run it. And then by the time he did flip it, it was too late. Here's a pitch. Ball down low to Luke Keishel. Keishel grounded out to McMahon at third, his first time up. So 1-0. Runner at first, got a good jump. Here's pitch. Throw by Wells. It is. Ball was dropped. Looks like it might have been on time, but it was a collision with Jazz's glove. Ball came out.
That was a great throw, and he would have had him. The ball is right there, and I think Jazz's glove and Martin hit at the same time. Ball ended up on the ground. That was a terrific throw. If Jazz handles that, he's out.
The runner at second now. 2 down. 1-0 Minnesota. Pitch from Rodon. Breaking ball in there for strike. The count goes to 1-2. Go down, try to put him away here. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, line drive into center field. Grisham coming on, and he makes the catch knee high. Good acceleration by the Grish. Good job right there to prevent further damage as the Twins put a run on the board and leave a man.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
A message from a former New Yorker, presented by Street Easy.
We left Brooklyn Heights in 2021, and we miss it. We went from sharing a neighborhood with a few celebrities to sharing a neighborhood with my wife's parents.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, Street Easy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
T-Mobile is more than the best network in the game. They're now the best network in America, according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So MLB fans are connected from home to home plate. With the most advanced 5G, the most towers, and a signal that goes farther than ever, you can keep up with your teams on the road, overseas, and even off the grid. For baseball fans, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla.
Down the drain, Roto-Rooter.
1-0 lead for Minnesota, top of the fourth, and today's cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton, sponsored by Roto-Rooter. Lead plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter. Big G, first pitch, swing on it, fouled straight back, hit a good hack there.
And in between innings, Caballero was being almost comforted by the rest of his teammates. He feels awful about that play. He knows he should have just flipped it. You know, sometimes it's really nice to have somebody that cares that much. And
1-G, swing on and fouled off the catcher, 0-2. No, he darn sure cares, no doubt.
Even Max Fried came over and put his arm around him.
Well, his heart's in the right place, no question. 1-0 on a fielder's choice RBI, Austin Martin. 0-2 to Stanton. Slider missed outside. 1-2.
There's a reason why the Yankees are the all-time champions, just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Injured, dialed, pound law.
So far, the Yankees with one hit. Here's G, swings through a breaking ball. Strike 3, and that's strikeout number 6. Simeon Woods Richardson, this is his first appearance against the Yankees, and he's having a good time so far. Ooh, that was center cut, too.
And that was a slider that went at the last minute, went down and away from him.
Jazz Chisholm struck out on 3 pitches. First time up, lefty hitter. Takes a fastball, first strike.
The second time he's gotten Stanton. He's gotten those on sliders. Usually it's that split that gets them.
Woods Richardson, fast workers, breaking ball down and in, swing and miss by Jazz. And again, he's at a quick 0-2 hole. It's the first time he's seeing this Twins right-hander. And the 0-2. Fastball up high. Yankees need to get super hot. Hopefully get some help from other teams when they play Toronto. And off-speed pitch in there, strike 3 called. Now Jazz going to play lawyer and walk slowly back to the third base dugout. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts, 2 down here in the fourth for Woods Richardson. It's 7 strikeouts for the ball game.
And when Woods Richardson was drafted by the Mets, he went to Toronto, and that's how Marcus Stroman got to the Mets. He's supposed to be a big-time prospect.
Slider in the outside corner to Goldschmidt for a strike. So 7 strikeouts. He's walked 2. Next pitch to Goldie. Swing on a hit foul right side. On this level where we are.
You know, he's not even 25 yet. As Richardson.
I would say that he's very much in their plans.
I would think so. So it's been 2 different teams.
Swing and a miss. Quick dismissal of the Yankees in the 4th. Strikeout swinging, looking, and swinging. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pitches.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you, the gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
When New Yorkers buy a place with Street Easy, they have the local expertise they need to stay in the city. When they buy outside the city, they have regrets.
The only way to fix this place would be to move it back to Brooklyn.
When it's time to buy, let Street Easy connect you with the agent you need to never leave. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has license.
Top of the 4th, sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Book a relaxing massage or facial after the game. Caballero, between innings, grabbed Jazz Tisman, told him, hey, chill, as Jazz was having a dialogue with home plate umpire Sean Barber. Got to let stuff go sometimes in this game. Royce Lewis leads off. 1-0 Twins. Right-hand hitter against the lefty Rodon. First pitch, swing on and popped. Shallow right field. Here comes Judge. Easy play for him. 2-hand catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Scoreboard brought to you by Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop local, eat global with Food Bazaar Supermarket. Tampa Bay still leading Toronto 1-0 in bottom of the 5th. Baltimore and the White Sox all tied up at 1. They are in the 4th. And 2-0 Houston leads Texas. They are in the bottom of the 2nd. That's Jack Leiter against Jason Alexander.
It's Matt Wallner. Left-hand hitter swings through a breaking ball. 0-1. Wallner, big left-hand hitter. His right foot, his front foot, is 3/4 of the way in the box. He pulls the next pitch foul right side.
Cubs are leading Pittsburgh 4-0. They're in the top of the 7th. Jamison Tyone went 6 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Michael Busch and Pete Crow Armstrong hit home runs, 26 and 29 respectively.
Here's pitch to Wallner, taps it back to the mound, backhanded by Rodon, walks it halfway to first, underhand flip to Goldschmidt for out number 2.
And later on, an interesting out in Dodger Stadium. Phillies out there. Ranger Suarez against Emmett Sheehan.
So Rodon got into a little bit of trouble in the 3rd inning. Gave up a run on 2 hits. And he's got a quick 2 outs here in the 4th. Carson McCusker, the DH. He popped out to Jess Chisholm, the second baseman. First pitch from Carlos. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, McMahon. Nice friendly hop. Steps into the throw, on the money. Ooh, that kid got down the line fast. Can't take too much time. A 5-3 put out, a very efficient inning for Carlos Rodon. We go to the 5th. It's 1-0.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
At Provident Bank, they realize that every stage in your business's growth has its own set of challenges. That's why no matter what stage or phase your business is in, they have products, services, and strategies to help you thrive. Manage your finances, reduce expenses, earn interest, and more. As leaders in lending and experts in local decision-making, they're the right size bank to support your business. Official partner of the Yankees Radio Network. Learn more at Provident.bank, member FDIC.
When you get hurt, you don't want to end up on the injured list. You want to get back in the game, stronger than ever. At Morgan & Morgan, we're the home run hitters you need. Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
1-0 lead for the Minnesota Twins. And the Yankees, with 12 games to go, trying to win them all. A rally here. Here's Ryan McMahon, followed by Caballero. And first pitch, fastball for strike, Caballero then well. So bottom of the order, coming up against Simeon Woods Richardson, who struck out 8, walked 2, and given up no runs on 1 hit. Right-hander, the next pitch, swing on a hit foul left side. 0-2 to McMahon, who reached in a fielder's choice his first time up. So he already has exceeded his season best with the 8 strikeouts. His pitch. Ooh, that was close inside with a fastball. Just missed. 1-2. McMahon trying to get something going here for the Yankees. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts and 9 for the game for Simeon Woods Richardson.
And they've all been either on that slider. That one was on that splitter. Remember Aaron Poole was telling me about that splitter. That was a beauty. Whoa.
5 consecutive strikeouts. It's a career best now. And first pitch fastball strike to Caballero.
Right.
0-1.
Well, so it's taken him. He's just 25 years old, been already in 2 teams that kind of gave up on him.
Well, he's putting on a show tonight. Pitch to Cabby, slider missed. 1-1. Caballero grounded out the short his first time. They had 5 consecutive strikeouts. Right-hander deals here, pitch and swing on, hit down the left field line, hit like a bullet. 1 hop up against the fence. Caballero out of the gate hard, and he can throttle down and walk into second base with a 1-out double here in the 5th. That's the tying run here at Target Field. So another hit for Caballero, playing in his 6th consecutive start at shortstop. That ball was a rocket. Good for him. So another double. It's his 17th double of the season. See if Austin Wells can bring him around. First pitch here to Wells. Swung on, drive down the right field line, but it's hit too hard and it hooked into the stands. 0-1. Bottom of the 4th. Brought to you by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. Cars with a K to donate your car today. Twins lead at 1-0. Yankees threaten now with 1 out. Caballero at second.
Now, if he's going to throw him that splitter or that slider there, he could take that to that open area to left field.
Caballero. Uh-oh. Oh, they got him caught in between. That didn't work.
No.
That didn't work. And they're going to get him in a rundown. If he gets out of this, it'll be a miracle. And they finally got him.
Well, not having
that
a good
is
night.
Unfortunate, to say the least.
Well, those are the...
165 on a pickoff, caught stealing.
That was
2 outs.
Well, those are the kinds of mistakes that you live with Caballero, because he can do that.
And you got to give credit to pitcher, because a lot of guys panicked there. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss by Wells. He did the right thing, stepped off, ran right at him. So Wells in a hole here. He's behind 0-2. 2 out. Nobody on. They had the tying run at second, but that's gone. 1-0 Twins. Getting deeper into this game. This is the top of the 5th. And the pitch. Just missed outside. A good fastball. A career best 9 strikeouts. For Simeon Woods Richardson. 1-2 to Wells. The pitch. Hit the other way, foul. Yankees have had more than their share of base runners thrown out on the base paths. 1-2 to Wells. There's a pitch. Swing on it and hit to center field. Buxton, easy play for him. A couple steps to his left, makes a 2-hand catch. And that'll do it. So he faces the minimum thanks to the pickoff. The bottom of the order threatening that they don't score.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
A message from a former New Yorker, presented by Street Easy.
What we all miss the most is the food, the Chinese food. Any decent Chinese food or pizza, New York City pizza.
I'm not driving 35 minutes for a decent slice of pizza, okay? There's no pizza, there's no bagels.
Bagels.
Man, I miss some bacon, egg, and cheeses, man. I have 3 Thai places on my block.
Get the local expertise you need to never become a former New Yorker. Go to StreetEasy.com to get started. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Incorporated, which has licenses in all 50 states.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I saw you from across a cafe, and you're the Geico Gecko, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, my goodness. This is huge to finally meet you. I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Anyway, that's all. Enjoy the rest of your food.
No worries. So are you just going to watch me eat?
Oh, sorry. Just a little starstruck. I'll be on my way.
If you're going to stick around, just pull up a chair.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
¿Lesionado? Visita abogados.com. Morgan & Morgan.
Top of the 5th, brought to you by Elect 825, building our future. 1-0 lead for Minnesota. First to 3 here at Target Field in Minneapolis. Glad you could join us this evening. Carlos Rodon had a nice, tidy 4th inning, going 1-2-3, a fly out, comebacker, and a ground out to 3rd. See if he can keep rolling on that. Meanwhile, Simeon Woods Richardson is putting on a show. Career best, 9 strikeouts. Here's Rodon. First pitch swung on, hit to left field. Bellinger towards the line. That ball's hit pretty well, and it's gone. That's off the bat of Brooks Lee. His 15th homer, 59th run batted in. And he hit it down the line. It's 3:39 here at Target Field. It's now 2-0 Minnesota.
Lee just snapped a 1 for 19. Really a defensive whiz. Has not hit. That is homer number 15, however, but he's been admired in a 1 for 19 slump here. The Bet365 real-time money line is now plus 155 for the Yankees, minus 190 for the Twins, powered by Bet365. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's a home run. It wasn't loud and it didn't look impressive, but it got out. And first pitch outside of Johnny Pareda, who had a hard double into the left field corner back in the 3rd.
Now it's hit the first pitch, the ambush pitch, the guys like to call it, right over the little red flowers.
There's a pitch on the catch the corner, on the outside corner to Pareda. And the count's even at 1-1 as we play here bottom 5 in Minnesota. Rodon, he's not getting tattooed here, but he could use some help from the offense. Next pitch. Down low, 2-1. 2 runs on 3 hits for Minnesota. No runs, 2 hits for the Yankees. Yankees, of course, the #1 scoring team and #1 home run team in Major League Baseball. This pitch. It's outside. Carlos 3-1 to the 8-hole hitter, Johnny Pareda.
And they measured that home run that Lee hit off a fastball that was only 92 miles an hour. It was right down the middle of the plate.
3-1 pitch. Hit foul right side. 3-2. Rodon coming in with a 16-8 mark. Different picture from August 12th when he dominated Twins 7 innings, 1 hit, 1 run ball. His pitch swung on in on his fist, popped it up, right field, easy play. Here comes Judge, and he makes a 2-hand catch. And there's 1 down.
In those left field bleachers out there, the grandstand, and in center field in those bleachers, the flowers I was talking about, they have flower pots all the way around because sometimes the umpires could not see and people could not see whether it was a home run or it was off the wall and back. But if they land in the flowers, you can see them, they're red. So there's a difference.
Yep. They didn't even bother putting, to that point, they didn't even bother putting up a yellow line. Here's a bouncing ball foul, first base side. What do you figure the steep angle of that upper deck, right center field bleachers? That's got to, I mean, that is extreme.
No, that's compared to, there was another stadium like that.
Well, Wrigley's is steep in center, but not like
up there. These are like the blue seats at the old Madison Square Garden that went straight down.
There's pitch on the inside corner. I mean, this looks like you're almost sitting in a straight line. I'd hate to be at that. I'm not generally afraid of heights, but just looking at it from here, I mean, that thing is straight up and down.
Yeah, I couldn't sit up there.
0-2 pitch here to Edward Julian. Pitch outside. 1-2. Mentioned the Twins. Disappointing season, which is an understatement. They're 24th out of 30 in attendance this year. Here's pitch. Going on about foul near the on-deck circle, first base side. 1-2. Bottom of the 5th, brought to you by Key Food and their family of supermarkets. A run in on a home run by Brooks Lee, 1 out. And here comes a 1-2 from Rodon. The pitch, swung on, hit hard into right field. No chance for Jazz Chisholm to cut it off. Jazz watches Judge throw it back in on the 1 hop. So the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Yankees in the top half of this inning threaten and don't score. 7, 8, 9 in the Twins order. Home run, fly out, base hit.
And these pitches are middle in. They're not where he usually puts them. They're up. He's not getting the drop on the breaking pitches right now.
So now you got to deal with Buxton. Right-hand hitter. And a line drive into left field. It's hanging up. Bellinger will get it, holds the runner at second. Quick throw. Back to Jazz. So 3 hits in this inning. And they're putting it in play. And the Twins, who've lost 2 of 3, 10 of the last 13, well out of any kind of a race. They'd love to play spoiler here tonight.
And that was a slider, but it's kind of a gentle slider. It did not break very hard.
Yeah, no snap.
You can time it.
As Austin Martin drove in the first run. Fielder's choice, stole second. Here's pitch. Slider, backdoor slider for called strike 1. So 2-0. Twins, they have runners at first and second, 1 out. 5th man to the plate here in Austin Martin. Fastball missed inside. Please tell me he has a brother named Aston.
Aston and Austin. I'm surprised they haven't called him Aston yet.
One to count. Here's pitch, Rodon. Breaking ball hit hard, pulled foul, third base side.
Boy, he didn't miss getting that over the bag by very much. Would have gone down that line into the corner.
Martin, yet another product out of Vanderbilt University. Great baseball program down there in Nashville. Here's pitch. Breaking ball hit to Cabby at shortstop. Flips to Jazz this time. Throws to first. In time, they got him. 6-4-3. Damage limited to the home run by Brooks Lee. Minnesota's got a 2-0 lead. We go top 6 here at Target Field. WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
When New Yorkers buy a place with Street Easy, they have the local expertise they need to stay in the city. When they buy outside the city, they have regrets.
The only way to fix this place would be to move it back to Brooklyn.
When it's time to buy, let Street Easy connect you with the agent you need to never leave. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Fans, step up to the plate this fall with Primo Brands home water delivery at Water.com. Whether you're hosting the big game or keeping the whole house hydrated, Water.com brings your favorites. Poland Spring, Pure Life, and even Saratoga straight to your door. No heavy lifting, no last-minute store runs, just the refreshment you need when you need it. Signing up is easy. Pick your water, choose your schedule, and enjoy. Use code BASEBALL for 50% off your first order, plus free delivery. Stay refreshed all season long. Order now at Water.com.
Are you ready to take a swing at base balderdash?
For home runs, turbocharge the Yankees offense. Trust BBB turbochargers to power your car or truck. BBB turbochargers are available at Parts Authority, where the answer is yes.
Right now we pause for station identification. WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for Boomerang Geo. Mornings from 6 to 10. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
Hope your evening's going well. This Monday, the 15th of September, Dave Sims, Susan Waldman, Matt Shortis with you here at Target Field. Yankees down 2-0 to Simeon Woods Richardson, a right-hander, pitching well. Here's a line drive center field. Buxton coming on, and he makes the catch. That's off the bat of Trent Grisham. One pitch, one out. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
Step up to the plate and swing by Duncan today. Let's show those taste buds some Yankees magic and hit a flavor home run together. Duncan, the ultimate MVP of your taste lineup. The New York Yankees run on Duncan.
Here's Aaron Judge, player of the week. In the AL, he's walked and fly to right. Pitch under his hands and off the plate, ball one. Walk and a fly to right tonight for the big guy. There comes the 1-0. His pitch outside, 2-0.
And now you talk about injuries rearing their ugly head. Bo Bichette's going to get a second opinion on the sprain of his PCL, posterior cruciate ligament.
Next pitch down low, and you cannot blame for Simeon Woods Richardson for being very careful.
Other thing, your Don Alvarez just left tonight's game with a left ankle sprain.
Well, that could change a lot.
Yep.
3-0. Judge, green light, tried to launch and missed. Judge here at this ballpark, a .393 batting average coming into tonight's game. Man, turn it loose right here. 3-1. Thought about it, took it, it's ball 4. Second time he's walked. That's the third walk by Simeon Woods Richardson, with Cody Bellinger coming up.
Storage Post is your trusted self-storage solution. From climate control to top-notch security, we've got you covered. Official self-storage partner of the New York Yankees.
Meat of the order coming up here. Here's Cody Bellinger. He's the cleanup man tonight. He's the tying run. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strikeout speed pitch. Looked like a changeup. Leader of the order presented by Chef IQ Sense Cooking Thermometer that pairs with your phone and ensures you never over or undercook chicken, fish, or meat again. Buy one at chefiq.com. Pitch to Cody. Down low. 1-1. Minnesota 2-0 lead. It's the first of 3 games here. Then we go to Baltimore for 4. The final. It's the last road trip of the regular season. 1-1 to Cody. Judge at first. And he gets jammed. Pops it up. Third base side. Taking a look. Lewis doesn't have it. Gets just over the screen in the front row, and a guy made a catch with his glove.
And they're starting to move around in the Twins dugout, Twins bullpen. Those bullpens are lengthwise, and one is in front of the other. Yankees are in front, and they're starting to move around in there too, but they're starting to get loose in the Twins bullpen as he's at 83 pitches.
A cozy 328 down the right field line. See if Cody can get some. 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss with a breaking ball. That's strikeout number 10.
Well, that's that splitter he's got moving. 10 strikeouts. Said he's already past his career and season high. That was a beauty. Right below the knees. That didn't even end up on the ground.
Tried to dig it out. Went down on one knee. See what Giancarlo Stanton can do. Maybe he can get one. The left field line is 339. He struck out looking and swinging. First pitch, just outside, ball 1, 2 down, runner at first. Top of the 6th, it's 2-0 Minnesota.
And that's Travis Adams, right-hander, up for Minnesota.
Judge at first with 2 outs. Pitch to Stanton, swing and a miss. He's a little bit off these days after having a really good hot streak. Came in hitting just $128. Over his last 14 games, 23 strikeouts. 2-0 Twins, and here comes a 1-1 to Stanton. The pitch. Taken down low.
See, this is his longest start since June 21st against the Brewers. He went 6 innings there.
Yankees beat the Twins 2 out of 3 back in mid-August, back home at the stadium. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Stanton. Fastball in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Stanton, exasperated, just looking up skyward. Doesn't move his feet. He's locked in. When he comes to bat, he doesn't do any stepping in, stepping out. He locks and loads. See if this kid makes a mistake here. 2-2, 2 out, runner at first. 2-0 Minnesota. Pitch in the dirt. It gets past the catcher. And Judge eases up. Easing on over to second base. Be a wild pitch.
Pitch and trying to bounce that splitter. Tried to get him on the splitter. It hit the plate. Bounced out of the glove of the catcher.
So here's a pivotal moment in this ball game. You got one of the best power hitters in the game, Giancarlo Stanton, and the great hitters in the game, Aaron Judge. He's at second. The Yankees are down 2-0. 2 out. And a 3-2 payoff pitch. Here it comes. And he fights it off and sends it down the right field line out of play.
That sinker right there, and that was just off of the end of the bat. I don't know how he got over there. Just foul it off, but you're not sure.
Infield straight up, outfield straight away and deep for Stanton. 3-2. Woods Richardson set. Doesn't check Judge. Comes to the plate. The pitch. Fouled back. Like a big cut. Had he got that on the barrels, no telling where that would have gone. Be pitch number 8 coming for Stanton. A lot of Yankee fans in this ballpark. They're only averaging just over 21,000. 3-2 pitch. One more time to Stanton. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 11 strikeouts, and he finds his way and pitches his way out of the jam as he strikes out with a good old-fashioned country hardball there. The strikeout Stanton and end the Yankee threat.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No, man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
A message from a former New Yorker, presented by Street Easy.
We left Brooklyn Heights in 2021, and we miss it. We went from sharing a neighborhood with a few celebrities to sharing a neighborhood with my wife's parents.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, Street Easy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio.
It is. Download Club Citco today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Fans, Baby Ruth is a proud partner of the New York Yankees, and this season you can enjoy the deliciousness of high-quality dry-roasted peanuts, rich caramel, and smooth nougat. So get your hands on the fan-favorite Baby Ruth bar at your local 7-Eleven.
Back here at Target Field, it's all Minnesota, 2-0 lead. Carlos Rodon's first pitch, Luke Keeschel, second baseman for Minnesota, back to a breaking ball for strike one.
Drive Around the League brought to you by Leros Transportation Group, driving people who drive businesses.
Keeschel, right-hand hitter, 0 for 2, ground out to third and lined out to center. Now a time granted called by the catcher, Austin Wells.
Well, Tampa Bay still has a 1-0 lead over Toronto. They're in the bottom of the seventh. They're in Tampa.
0-1, the Keeschel pitch. Fastball swung on a pop foul right side. 0-2. The big Keeschel, Lewis, and Walnut, 3, 4, and 5.
Well, the kid they brought up, Toronto, Trey Yasevich, 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. That's a Jays record for strikeouts in your major league debut.
His pitch. Check swing, got a piece of it. Fouled it left side.
Baltimore and the White Sox tied 1 apiece. Bottom of the 5th, they're in Chicago. Kyle Bradish against Tyler Gilbert. 2-0 Houston is leading Texas. They're in the 5th. Jack Leiter against Jason Alexander.
Rodon ahead in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-2. Minnesota got a third inning fielder's choice RBI, Austin Martin, and a home run in the 5th. First pitch he saw leading off was Brooks Lee, their shortstop. 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and in.
Bottom of the 8th in Pittsburgh. It is 4-0 Cubs. Michael Busch and Pete Crow Armstrong have both homered. Atlanta over Washington 8-3. They're in the bottom of the 6th. Matt Olson homer for Atlanta. Galen Lyle for Washington.
2-2 pitch from Rodon. Fastball missed. It's in the dirt. Ball 3, 3-2.
They are in the bottom of the 5th in St. Louis. The Cards have a 4-3 lead over Cincinnati. Sal Stewart, his 4th for Cincinnati. Everything else later, San Francisco and Arizona, and Philly is at the Dodgers.
3-2 here to Keeschel. Keeschel leading off the home 6th, and he fouls one. Oh, the ball went off the glove of Wells. And Keeschel very alertly runs to first before Wells can retrieve and throw. He didn't even bother throwing.
So strikeout and a pass ball is how you score that. He swings and he misses, and it just went right off of Wells' glove.
Strikeout just the second tonight for Rodon. The bad news, he's got a runner at first, and he got a good hitter here in Royce Lewis. Flied out the left, fly to right. First pitch. Right hand hitting third baseman, pitch in the dirt, ball 1. 6th inning hydration break. Sponsored by Primo Brands, official water sponsor of MLB, Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Luke Weaver heating up, about to start heating up.
Something else.
Like Leiter was the other guy. Here's pitch, 1-0, and a breaking ball. Good one in there for a strike.
Yeah, right. Mark Leiter Jr. behind, right next to him.
So Rodon, it's been good. He hasn't been overpowering or anything. He's been good enough. He's only given up 2 runs on 5 hits. Here's pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 to Royce Lewis. 2 runs, 5 hits for Minnesota. No runs, just 2 hits through 6 for the Yankees. The Yankees have left 5 on. Minnesota stranded 3. Pretty good lead by Keishel. At first, he holds pitch. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball, and down goes Lewis. Strike 3 on the Twins' third baseman. And for Rodon, his 3rd strikeout, there's 1 away.
And he swung at a pitch that ended up in the dirt. That was just... Really got no good pitch recognition there for Lewis.
There's Matt Warner, big left-hand hitter. Walk and a comebacker to Rodon. First pitch, swing. Foul tip ricochets out almost to Rodon. Strike 1. Wallner takes up a lot of that left-hand hitter's boxes. Home plate umpire Sean Barber out to have a conversation with Rodon and by a few. Exchange some pleasantries and let Wells try to shake off what just happened to him. Hit by that foul ball. Wallner 6'4", 220 out of Forest Lake, Minnesota. And then he went to school at the University of Southern Mississippi.
That's
a cultural change.
Cultural, yes, indeed.
Here's the 0-1. Here's pitch. Missed inside. 1-1. Wallner a walk and a comebacker to Rodon. Tough year for the Twins, 65 and 84.
And not a happy fan base, gotten rid of all their players. Last couple of years have been bad.
1-1, what a break, and a pitch. Fouled off by Wallner. That base was stolen by Keishel. Keishel 13 out of 15. Rodon didn't pay a lot of attention to him, and he had a good break.
I would think the dissatisfaction started with the La Bamba group after they broke them up. That team, whose leader was Nelson Cruz. Those home runs, that team was good. They thought they were going to add to that, and they didn't. They subtracted.
1-2 pitch here to Wallner. Runner goes again. Here's a pitch, swung on and fouled back again. This will be pitch number 5 coming to Wallner. There's 1 out, runner at first.
He should get a workout there.
McMahon and Caballero left side of the infield. It's almost like a tag team. They're so close together. And time called by Wallner, the batter. Left side of the infield is wide open. They don't anticipate Wallner to slap it the other way. He's looking to drive the ball. It's 2-0 Minnesota, bottom 6. 1 out, 1 on for the Twins. Here's a pitch, runner hold, and a breaking ball, swung on, popped up. McMahon might have a play. Coming into foul territory. Racing, running, sliding, and it's in the dugout. And, oh, no. Is he okay?
He's getting up. Yep.
All right.
He went sliding.
Made a late slide. Good hustle. He ran a long way. He must have run about 100 feet. Saw where he was. He went and slid, and he caught him right hand. Ooh, he almost went down the steps.
He caught
and his left shoulder.
Oh, boy.
Took a little bit of a hit there as he grimaces. That's not good.
No, it is not. And they're trying to... No, he went down, he grabbed on with his left hand to keep from going into the dugout, slid, and holding on, and he went on that shoulder. He slid, grabbed it with the railing with his left hand, and the left shoulder went on the stairway. Oh, that hurts. He slid backwards and turned over.
Well, he was running super fast, and that momentum really carried him in. He tried to grab with that right hand, didn't help. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Throw over to first. First acknowledgement over there.
Well, he tried to keep himself from going down the stairway. I don't know how he even kept himself there. He's wiping himself off. It looks like he's cut. His arm is cut. scraped his arm. Lots of this blood coming out of there. He's got a scrape along that arm.
1-2, 1 out. See if they can get a double play ball. 1-2. Throw over to first. So now he's looked for Keishel to run. They've tried hit and run a couple of pitches already.
McMahon played all the way. He's closer to second base.
Here's the pitch. The 1-2. Runner goes indeed. A pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. And he is safe. Guys are coming off the field. That's only, somebody should tell them that first strikeout was not an out. They think that was a strike him out, throw him out, double play. I don't think it was.
Well,
second base umpire is John Lipka.
Well, can somebody tell them what is going on here? Oh, they're going to challenge?
They're awfully confident because most of these guys are in the dugout.
Well,
I thought he was safe.
Well, the pitcher and the catcher are still out there. And now everybody is leaving.
Okay.
They think they got him. Except Rodon is standing there. Rodon.
Strike him out, double play can be a thing of beauty.
And that they were right. This instant replay review is brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda.
Strike him out.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just...
In your lineup today, Maintech.com. Maintech, the official IT services provider of Yankees Radio.
Nielsen Dodge's big savings on new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams. Hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover or online at nielsendodge.com. Drive into fall event.
Play the newest scratch-off games from the New York Lottery. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY.
That's Chisholm going to lead off against a new pitcher from Minnesota. It'll be Cody Funderburk. Left-hander. Tough night for Jazz so far at the dish. First pitch, breaking ball inside, ball 1. Jazz 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging, strikeout looking. 2-0 Minnesota, top of the 7th. Funderburk, pitch inside, missed. 2-0. It'll be Jazz, Paul Goldschmidt, and Ryan McMahon, 5, 6, and 7 coming up.
And Cody's been in 32 games. An ERA of 4.28.
Jazz in charge, 2-0, and he pulls one right side. The second baseman, easy play. Keishel going to his left. And he gloves and throws him out, 1 down.
Carlos Rodon has been nominated for the 2025 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One. Fans vote to recognize who best represents the game through positive contributions on and off the field. Vote today at MLBtogether.com/Clemente Award.
So Cody Funderburk out of Mesa, Arizona. First pitch to Goldsmith, a backdoor breaking ball for strike.
Cody Funderburk can actually walk a lot of people. His last 15 games 1.50 ERA, but he's walked 9 in 12 innings.
It's pitch slice foul, right side. 0-2 to Goldie, who's 1 for 2 with a base hit to left back in the second, a strikeout in the fourth.
This pitch is a cutter.
Got the hair down to his shoulders and throws a breaking ball down in the dirt to Goldschmidt.
Cutter, sweeper.
So for Funderburk, his third big league season, a career mark in these 3 seasons, 6-1, a 4.71 ERA. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball down low in the dirt. 2-0 Minnesota. RBIs by Martin in the third and a home run by Lee. Brooks Lee leading off the fifth. Yankees have had some opportunities, have not cashed them in. 2-2 to Goldschmidt. Funderburk deals. Here's pitch. Swing on, a hit foul again behind home plate this time.
28 years old, went to Dallas Baptist.
Yankees had a man aboard with Stanton at the plate, but he struck out to end the 6th inning. It was a big opportunity. Here's an out pitch way outside. The ball 2. They had a couple men on in the second. Couldn't score. Been a tough go. Simeon Woods Richardson was outstanding, a career best 11 strikeouts. 3-2 to Goldie. Swing on, hits right to the first baseman on the right side. That's Edwin Julian. Smothers it. Gets up, goes to the bag, 2 down. Hit it hard. There's 2 down. The Leiros Transportation Group providing executive transportation worldwide. At Leiros, they drive people who drive business. Visit LeirosTZ.com. Ryan McMahon. He'll stand in 0 for 2, reached it on fielder's choice and struck out. And looks at a first pitch fastball for strike. Funderburk, big left-hander, kicks and deals. Next pitch, swing and a miss, a breaking ball.
McMahon's faced him once, struck him out.
McMahon, an 0-2 hole, slow, tantalizing breaking ball as a sweeper at about 83 miles an hour. There's the 0-2 to McMahon, the pitch. Tried to dot outside, didn't get it. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Top 7, 2-0 Minnesota. Here comes the 1-2 to McMahon, and he lays off the breaking pitch way outside. 2-2.
Just throwing mostly cutters and sweepers. And it comes from the not side, a little 3/4.
Jose Caballero's on deck. Here comes the 2-2 to McMahon, and did he go? He did not, as they check the third base umpire, DJ Rayburn. Count runs full.
And he's got a sweeper that's going from the front hip and then takes a diagonal turn towards the opposite batter's box. Good pitch.
Here's the payoff to McMahon, the pitch. Strike 3 called. Look at a breaking ball right over the plate. That is a 12th strikeout by Minnesota pitching, and no noise made by the Yankees.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
A message from a former New Yorker presented by Street Easy.
What I miss most about New York City, I miss the life, I miss the culture, and just stuff to do, just stuff.
I miss being able to walk everywhere. I miss the bodegas. I miss everything about New York.
I miss everything. I miss the city, big time.
Let me know you got this. Love you, bye.
Get the local expertise you need to never become a former New Yorker. Go to StreetEasy.com to get started. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Incorporated, which has licenses in all 50 states.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Have fun at golf, honey.
Time for a little Hatfield.
Oh, tea time's pushed. I smelled that bacon.
When better care leads to better pork, it's irresistible. Hatfield Pork. Better care, better pork.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat. Whether cooking on a stovetop, oven, or grill, the app alerts you when everything's done. Order the newly released third-generation Chef IQ scents now at chefiq.com.
Mr. Luke Weaver takes over on the mound for the Yankees. As we go bottom 7 here in Minnesota, 2-0 Twins. A lot of Yankee fans on hand right now. They've not seen much offense at all. It's Minnesota pitching tonight. Woods Richardson and Cody Thunderberg have done a heck of a job striking out, combining to strike out 12 men.
And the 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Hatfield. Elevate your grilling game with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins and taste victory with every bite. Visit simplyhatfield.com for recipes and put pork on your fork.
It's going to be McCusker, Lee, and Pareda, 6, 7, and 8 for Luke Weaver. And matter of fact, here's Trevor Larnach. He's going to pinch hit for McCusker. Larnach, left-hand hitter, and first pitch from Weave is in there for a strike. So Larnach up there hitting at 252. Pinch hitting here. And Weaver's next pitch. Fastball missed outside. Trevor Larnach 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts against Luke Weaver. Counts at 1-1. Look for him to pull, infield pull to the right. Here's pitch, swing and a miss. The Weave ahead, 0-2. Nothing Minnesota. Here's pitch from Weaver, swing on and hit foul left side.
Trevor Larnach, now one of these big veterans on this team. There aren't very many names that have been here for the past couple of years, but he has.
Another kid, we've seen a lot of kids out of Oregon State.
Yep.
That's where he's from, 5th season.
Yep.
First round pick, 20th overall back in 2018.
Good outfielders from there.
1-2. Line drive, right field, stays fair. Judge will have to get it. Let's see how far out Jazz goes to get the relay. He hits him. Judge does. He relays it to Paul Goldschmidt. They get it back in the infield.
Well,
so a leadoff double here by Larnach to start the 7th for Minnesota.
And Larnach just snapped a 4 for 28, and that was a fastball that was moving in on him. That was almost in the right field corner, so there was no way that anyone was going to stop him from going to second base. Throw or no throw. And he's almost there when the ball gets to Jazz.
Here's Brooks Lee, homered his last time up. He's also bounced back to Rodon, who started the game for the Yankees. First pitch. Missed outside, ball 1. Good to see Judge could accurately get the ball to Jazz. Yeah, he had there was no chance he was going to get the run at third. I'm more interested in watching him, see if he can hit the runner, hit that relay guy. Jazz did a good job to get out there. Here's 1-0. Here's pitch. Swing on line drive down the right field line. That's trouble. That's a fair ball. Larnach touches third. He scores. And into second is Brooks Lee with an RBI double. It's 3-0 Minnesota here in the 7th inning.
These are not little dribblers either. Luke Weaver is missing up and away, and he just turned on that. That was about a little below the letters. Very hittable right there.
Changes places with Larnach. Yep. Does Lee. It's a 3-0 lead. Runner at second and nobody out.
So 2 of the 3 RBIs from the shortstop, Brooks Lee.
Brings up Johnny Pareda, the catcher. Johnny a double, run scored, and a fly to right. Coming in at the corner, shows bunt, missed as he made an attempt to get it down. So not a very good attempt at that bunt.
So Lee had come in 1 for 19 tonight, hit a home run and now an RBI double.
Right-hand hitter, runner at second. Here comes Goldie crashing in from first base. Now Weaver steps off and Pareda steps out. The hitter, he's a right-hand hitting catcher, 1 for 2. Twins lead at 3-0 on 7 hits. Yankees no runs, 2 hits. Goldie coming in. McMahon ready to stay back at third. Here's the pitch. It gets bunt down. It's fielded by Weaver. Bobbled it. Throws the first in time. They get the out. So sacrifice 1-3. Weaver didn't panic. He grabbed at it and lost control. He was thinking about going to McMahon at third.
Well, he was looking up there and he took his eye off the ball and it dropped out of the glove. So that is a sacrifice because it gets the runner to third base. He just looked up and glanced a little bit to see where the runner is, but it was already at third. Then lost the ball, picked it up, and got it just in time.
Now you got one out, runner at third in the infield, up close. It's be Edward Julian, first baseman. He's got an infield hit and a base hit to right. 3-0 Minnesota here, bottom 7. Here's pitch from Weaver. And first pitch outside, ball 1. Julian batting out of the 9 spot in the order. Carlos Rodon started for the Yankees. His pitch down low. We're not sharp here tonight.
And that's what I was talking to Matt Blake about on pregame. About you got guys that are got 4 closers out there, and except for the guy at the end, Bednar, they've been very inconsistent.
2-0. Julian drawn in infield. Pitch from Weaver. Wow, way outside in the right-hand hitter's box. Ball 3. 3-0. 1 out. Runner at third. Weaver trying to get back into play here. 3-0. And he missed outside. Wasn't close. 4-pitch walk. Runners at the corners.
And our friend Katie Sharp, the queen of stats, has an interesting one here. The Yankees in the last 2 games. Yesterday's, remember, Garrett Crochet struck out 12. Simeon Woods-Richardson just struck out 11. It's the second time in franchise history the Yankees had 11 or more strikeouts against an opposing starter in back-to-back games. It also happened July 3rd and 4th, 1992. Nolan Ryan and Jose Guzman against the Rangers. 2 fairly good strikeout figures.
Well, you got some trouble here. Byron Buxton looking to break this game wide open. Couple men aboard. It's 3-0. Bucks tonight is 1 for 3. Got a base hit to left in the 5th inning.
This consultation on the mound brought to you by the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys. Call for a free consultation at 1-800-8-MILLION. I haven't noticed the velocity here, but as of late, Luke Weaver's velocity's been down a little bit.
Right now, his command is what he would like to get a hold of. Rodon went 6 innings, a 5-hit, 2-run ball. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, gave up a home run. Weaver's come in, pitched a third of an inning, 2 hits, a run that was earned, a walk, no strikeouts, and he's got first and third here. And with 1 down, top of the order, here's Byron Buxton.
And Camilo Duval is now warming up for the Yanks.
Jazz and Cappy playing halfway. Runners at the corners. First pitch from Weaver. Breaking ball outside. A nice backhand by Austin Wells in that left-hand hitter's box.
Well, the cutter was 94, but way out of the zone.
Buxton 1 for 1 against Weaver. Aaron Boone sweating this one out. 1-0 pitch here to Buxton. Holds that bat up high behind his right ear. There's a strike on a breaking ball. Team 19 games under 500. You can't give them life, can't let them hang around, and that's exactly what's happened here tonight.
So, they're still major league
Oh, absolutely. No, but nonetheless, you can't do that. Here's the next pitch. Down and away. 2-1. Austin Martin's on deck. He's put the ball in play 3 times, got an RBI for his troubles the second time up. 2-1 with 1 out. Buxton steps out for a moment. Trying to get some life into this thing here today. Here comes the 2-1 to Buxton. And the pitch up high. 3-1. Buxton ready to unleash here. 3-1. 2 men on. Weaver desperate for a strike. This is a dangerous pitch right here. 3-1. Weaver set. Here's the pitch. And he swung, and that, ooh, they got a big chunk out of Wells, hitting him around the mask area. So 3-2. Ooh, oh man, he took a flush shot right on the mask. Oh, not good. Wells now looking at the dugout, get defensive signs. Relay them to the fellas in the infield. You got 1 out, runners at the corners, 3-0 Minnesota. Not getting any earlier here as we play bottom 7. Big pitch coming to Buxton. 3-2 from Weaver. And the pitch. Taken up, high ball, 4 bases loaded.
Yeah, tried to get him with that changeup. Did not move at all, stayed right up.
So Weaver's come in, give up a double, an RBI double, a sacrifice, a walk, and another walk. Need this guy to hit into a double play.
Already done it once.
Martin batting in the 2 spot in the order. Right-hand hitter. Here's pitch. Swing and a miss.
There's that velocity back up. That was 97. That's
Weaver in a big-time jam, trying to keep it a reasonable 3-0 deficit. 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on a foul straight back. 0-2. Luke Keishel's on deck. Twin second baseman. Weaver stretching out that right arm, kicks at the rubber with his right foot. He comes set at the letters. Here comes an 0-2 pitch to Martin. Bases loaded. In the 7th, 3-0 Minnesota. 1 out pitch. Down low. Caught well by Austin Wells.
By the way, in case you wonder what's going on in Tampa Bay, Toronto tied it in the 8th. 1-1.
You called that about an hour ago.
Well, it's happened every game for a week.
They're having a heck of a year.
Now. Yep.
1-2 here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Weaver pauses. Comes to the plate. Pitch. Just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nothing more than an underdog team likes when a contending team comes in and they can play spoiler. And so far, they're pretty happy on the Minnesota side. 2-2 pitch, dribbled foul. Third base side.
You know, how many times have we heard before a game when we're down in the clubhouse, some player will say to you or to me, this is our World Series.
Oh,
Yankees
are you
are
kidding?
in.
Oh,
yep.
My goodness.
I've heard it for years.
Oh, I think I heard it more than you did when I was in some of my clubhouses. 2-2. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-0 Minnesota. Big pitch. Outside. Well, if you thought that pitch was big, this was really going to be big. 3-2.
This is a helpless feeling.
Oh, my goodness.
Play. 25 pitches, he said. So this also affects tomorrow and the next day.
3-2, Weaver in a world of trouble. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-0 Minnesota. And he's getting ready to go. He's got that right foot set on the rubber. Comes set at the letters. 1 out, bases loaded. Weaver. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down the third baseline, fair. Oh, brother. Lee scores right behind him, Pareda. Here comes Buxton flying, and he scores standing up. Bases clearing double by Austin Martin. He's killing the Yankees here tonight. That's his 4th RBI. Goodness gracious. 6-0 Minnesota.
And here comes Aaron Boone. And let's see if we can take a look at their pitches. Now, that was not an awful pitch. It was below the knees, but it stayed in the middle of the plate. He was trying to get it in and did not. And he just, boy, like a pool cue, he got it there.
That might be one of the worst appearances for Mr. Weaver as a Yankee. Boy, did that hurt.
And this pitching change and this slowdown in action is brought to you by Izervay.
If you're looking for quality at an exceptional value, reach for Black Bear meats, cheeses, franks, and sausages. Their simple, premium ingredients.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
When New Yorkers buy a place with Street Easy, they have the local expertise they need to stay in the city. When they buy outside the city, they have regrets.
The only way to fix this place would be to move it back to Brooklyn.
When it's time to buy, let Street Easy connect you with the agent you need to never leave. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but I love Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Well, that's how Geico gets 97% customer satisfaction.
Yeah. I'll let you get back to your food.
So are you just going to watch me eat?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
I like our quiet dinners now that the kids are older.
Yeah, more Hatfield recipe essentials for us.
Like I'd miss meatball night.
When better care leads to better pork, it's irresistible. Hatfield Pork. Better care, better pork.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is
Minnesota. Camilo Doval takes over on the mound, a big right-hander.
Well, see, he had a nice outing the last time and finally got things together. See if you can at least keep this where it is.
Tough performance by Weaver. And Judge and Bellinger returning to their respective positions in right field and left field. And Doval concerned about the runner at second. Nobody was covering. He pivoted off the mound and chased Martin back. Austin Martin has been ridiculous tonight. Fielder's choice RBI in the third and a 3-run double here in the 7th. Driven in 4 to 6 runs. The other 2 runs brought it by Brooks Lee. First pitch slider for strike from Doval to Luke Keishel. Keishel 0 for 3, ground out to third, line drive to center, and struck out. Still only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Missed outside and low, 1-1. Doval needs outs. Camilo Doval, 6'2", 205 out of the Dominican Republic. Here's pitch. Fastball for strike. 1-2. Keishel, 7th man to the plate here for Minnesota in the home 7th. 1-2. Runner goes, got a good break. Here's a pitch, and it gets past Wells back to the warning track. The head first slide by Martin. He didn't see it, but he got the bag. That's his 7th. I think that his 8th bag, his 2nd tonight.
Well, that is one thing that everybody knows about Duvall. You can run on him.
It seems particularly advantageous if you're at second, because he never pays attention to the second runner at second. Here comes the infield up close again. 6-0 Minnesota pitch. Breaking ball missed. So now the count is run full. Royce Lewis, their cleanup man's on deck. This one's not for the faint of heart.
Duvall, ERA of a little over 3 with the Giants, came here and has got an ERA of a little over 6.
3-2, breaking ball, hit foul, pulled down the left field line. Boy, he hung that one, almost paid for it. Luke Keishel putting up a pretty good fight here, 0 for 3. Right-hand hitter, deep in the box. Big knee flex there. Here's the pitch. Swing on, hit up the middle, off of Duvall, into center field. RBI for Keishel, scoring easily as Martin. 7-0 Minnesota with 5 on the board here in the 7th inning. Goodness.
Well, that's what happens if you play the infield in. If you get it by them, it goes a long way because there's no lateral range, so it went right in between shortstop and the second baseman.
What a big inning. 5 on the board. 1 out. 7-0 Twins. Here's Royce Lewis, right-hand hitter. Looks at the pitch down low. Ball 1.
Keishel now hit in 5 straight games and 13 out of 14.
1 out. Infield at double play depth. And pitch swing on and fouled back. So 0-2 to Royce Lewis. First time Lewis is facing Duvall. Long half inning. Lewis, 8th man to the plate. Here's the pitch. Break the ball. Nope, missed outside. The 2-1. And the pitch from Duvall to Lewis. Breaking ball, swing on and hit to McMahon. A low liner. He catches, throws over to first for the double up, and they got him. A lot of damage done in that inning. 5 put on the board by the Minnesota Twins, open up a 7-0 lead.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
5 a.m. I'm up with a crisp Celsius energy drink. Running 12 miles today. Grab a green juice, quick change, and head to work. Meetings, workshops. 1 more Celsius, no slowing down. Working late, but obviously still meeting the girls for a little dancing. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
Street Easy asked former New Yorkers if there's anything they miss about life in New York City.
Let me put it this way. House with a home theater sounds appealing. But that's until you realize you no longer have a theater district.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, Street Easy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com.
And the new pitcher for Minnesota is Travis Adams. mid-90s fastball, above average cutter that he gets that he relies on heavily. He's also got a slider and a change. He gets most of his swings and misses on that fastball. It's 94, 95. And 12 appearances since he's been up.
So Ben Rice is going to be the first hitter he sees. Then going to pinch hit for Caballero, which means we'll see Volpe come in and play some shortstop.
He has not pitched that well since he's been here. 7.71 ERA in 28 innings, 14 walks, 27 strikeouts.
So Ben Rice, pinch hitting. Travis Adams, right-hander, first pitch. Fastball up, ball one. Ben Rice 0 for 1 with a walk against Adams. Right-hander delivers. Fastball in the inside corner. For strike 1-1. Austin Wells is on deck. And Who's on Deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Adams kicks and deals. Next pitch. Check swing by Ben. Pitch down low and away. Ball 2-2-1.
Well, he threw a changeup there. He's mostly fastball and slider, and they thought he's needed a third pitch, so he's been working on that changeup right there. It was really out of the zone. You didn't even have to think about it.
2-1. Pitch up high, 3-1. So Rice, Wells, and Grisham, 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Yankees here in the 8th. They're down big, 7-0 at Minnesota. Minnesota just put 5 on the board. Here's pitch. On the outside corner for strike. 3-2.
8th inning is sponsored by Local 3, IBEW, and Nika.
Twins with a run in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, and 5 in the 7th. Scoring every other inning. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and a looping breaking ball. Strikeout for Adams, and that is, 11, 12, the 13th strikeout tonight.
And that was a slider that he gets swings and misses on. That was right down the middle of the plate, and then when you go to hit it, it's just... Whoosh.
Austin Wells, tough night for him. Struck out looking, flied to center, 0 for 2. First pitch outside, ball 1. Yankees against Minnesota back at the stadium in mid-August. 6-2, 9-1 winners, lost 4-1, a little dribbler, left side, to play.
So, 13 strikeouts tonight.
1-1 to Wells, and the pitch. Swing on, hit off of the pitcher to the shortstop who's playing behind the bag. So that'll be a 1-6-3 putout. Ball was hit hard. And it looks like Adams is okay. 2 outs. Top of the order, Trent Grisham. Strikeout, walk, and a line out to center. So back in early August, 6-2 Yankees, 9-1 Yankees, and the Twins won the finale 4-1.
Attention media, here is tonight's paid attendance, 22,001, 22001.
22,001?
Yeah, they're averaging 21-7 on the season, 24th in the major leagues. As Grisham behind 2-0. We've seen, well, the one that really got to us was in St. Louis. They've lost more than 1 million fans. It was a swing and a miss and a changeup. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on here at the top of the 8th. 7-0 Minnesota.
And that was a designed boycott. People weren't coming.
2-1. Missed outside, 3-1.
Empty ballparks make me very sad. But St. Louis was a shocker. I've never seen that place empty.
Wait, Adams takes his cap off to look at the
look at
pitch track.
Yep.
Here's pitch. Strike 2 called. To Grisham, 3-2. 2 out, nobody on.
I find it interesting, too, to look in the cap. He throws 2 pitches, fastball and a slider.
Grisham stepping in after taking a moment. Into the wind and the pitch. Taken down low. Ball 3. Adams looking over the third base umpire. That was ball 4. Beg your pardon, ball 4. So 2-out base runner brings up Aaron Judge. Walk, fly to right, and a walk. See what Judge can do here with Grisham. He takes off for second in difference.
Yeah.
And Judge looks at pitch up high, ball 1. Yankees need to start a parade just like the Twins did in the 7th. Pitch way outside.
Official score was very emphatic.
I like that.
Did you like that? It's just simply defensive indifference. No stolen base.
1 for 2 against Adams. It was a home run. Long hole, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Judge laid off a pitch up high. And it counts 3-0. Well, he's pitching like he's heard of Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I'm sure he has.
3-0. And ball 4. Third time he's walked tonight.
Well, first base open, I don't blame him.
So 2 outs, 2 on. And brings up Cody Bellinger. He's going to bring out the pitching coach as well.
And I just looked, and Aaron Judge was 1 for 2, and the 1 was a home run. So Adams was obviously aware that he had gotten ones.
Pete Mackey, the pitching coach. Game summary brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything everywhere. Scoreless until the bottom of the 3rd. Fielder's choice RBI by Martin. Rodon was going pretty well then. Gave up a run in the 5th inning. That was a home run to Brooks Lee. But then in the 7th inning, things got way out of hand as Minnesota scored 5 times. They sent 8 men to the plate. They got a 3-run double from Martin, who's driven in 4 runs tonight. They got an RBI single by Keishel and an RBI double by Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee is driven in 2. So there's your damage done. 7 runs on 9 hits. The Yankees, no runs, 2 hits. There's Bellinger, a couple of men aboard. Adams kicks and deals. There's pitch. Off-speed pitch in there for strike. Bellinger 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. His last 2 times up. Pitch up high and way outside, 1-1. So Travis Adams is 1-1 here to Bellinger. 2 out, 2 on, top of the 8th. Adams set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pretty good fastball. 1-2.
96. Swing and a miss. Gets a lot of fastball slider. That's pretty much what he's got.
Grisham at second. Judge at first. Here's the pitch. Taken down low. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. And the pitch from Adams to Bellinger. Swung on line drive, going foul down the right field line. Hit it hard. Right now we pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for Evan and Tiki. Afternoons from 2 to 6:30. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
Cody Bellinger trying to extend this top of the 8th inning. Yankees have a couple men aboard. 2-2 pitch coming from Travis Adams. Right-hander comes set. Looks at the runner at second, the pitch. Swung on and dribbled foul on deck circle. First base side.
Even with Player of the Week, Judge, 7 walks in his last 4 games.
That's a heck of a lot. Here we go. 2-2 to Cody. Swung on and fouled at home plate.
He's the greatest at bats, doesn't he? He's such a tough at bat every single time. That's one of the things the Yankees try and get everybody to do. Make the pitcher know that you're there and you have to work.
This will be the 8th pitch coming up. Runners take their leads. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 7-0, top 8. Minnesota on top. Here's pitch. Swung on, bounce foul. Another 9-pitch at bat for Cody.
He just seems to do this so effortlessly. You know, oh, I can't handle this. I'll just foul it back.
Got great eye-hand coordination. Big G's on deck. Can keep it going. Pitch number 9 to Cody Bellinger. The pitch. Taken down low. A 10-pitch at bat now. So the runners will be on the move. Grisham at second. Judge at first. 2 down. Adams set. Here's the pitch to Bellinger. Swung on, sliced down the left field line. Long run along the line into the seats. Did he make the catch? Waiting for the third base umpire. He made the catch. Get out of here. Austin Martin, what a night. He's driven in 4, and it goes into the sidewall, reaches up, and beats a fan and makes the catch. It's that kind of night. Brother.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Street Easy asked former New Yorkers if there's anything they miss about life in New York City.
Let me put it this way. House of the Home Theater sounds appealing. But that's until you realize you no longer have a theater district.
Whether you're looking to rent or it's time to buy, Street Easy has the local expertise you need to never leave NYC. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now.
It's very possible because he disappeared from our view. And it could have, but now somebody had an angle where it's down and it never left his glove the whole time. He comes out and shows him the ball. And see, this is the angle.
I'm surprised they're taking as much time because in one angle that they have from, like, it looks like an outfield camera, left field down the line, looking right at it. So, I mean, I don't know.
This instant replay review is brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. It did? Well,
it hit the fan's finger. I don't know what.
I don't know.
It looks like it hit between the first and second finger. That fan's left hand.
So did it hit? If it hit the fan, then it's interference. But he caught. I don't know. Yankees are coming back out on the field. If it hit the fan, then it's. Well, it's in the
there's a better view from the high
fan.
Home plate camera. It did hit the guy's face. And that was a good call to review this. Because in the other views, it looks like a clean catch.
Well, did it really hit the...
Between that guy's
Well, the pitcher's going back on the mound. So he thinks it hit the fan's hand. Good. That works out. Good catch, Brett Weber.
Yep. Hit the finger. Hit the guy's index finger. First and second finger of the guy's left hand.
I don't know. This... I don't think the spirit of replay is this.
Man, how many more views do they have? They have about 47 views, but I mean, come on, there's a couple of them are pretty.
They've been really slow this year in New York. Over and over and over again. It was much more interesting when managers argued.
Time marches on.
Yeah. Change is not always progress.
You hear anybody beefing with you on that? Oh, after all of that. And dude's a Yankee fan.
The guy who...
And he's a Yankee fan. He's like, come on, man.
Come on and touch base.
All right.
Now, Aaron Boone wants an explanation of that. Because they can't definitively tell.
So, I was just parking my car, and then I saw you. The Gecko. Huge fan.
I'm always honored to meet fans out in the wild.
The honor is mine. I just love being able to file a claim in under 2 minutes with the Geico app.
Well, the Geico app is top-notch.
I know you get asked this all the time, but could you sign it?
Sign what? The app? Yeah, sure.
Oh, that means so much. Oh, it rubbed off the screen when I touched it. Could you sign it again?
Anything to help, I suppose.
You're the best.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
When you bank with Provident Bank, you're backed by the power of commitment. Whether it's checking, savings, mortgage, or home equity products you need, Provident is committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. And that's commitment you can count on. Stop by a location near you or connect online. Official partner of the Yankees Radio Network. Learn more at Provident.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now up to the bowl, the farmer's dog. Dan, what's the report on this fresh dog food?
Well, Mike, real meat and veggies are gently cooked without any of the ultra-processing that's common in most pet foods. Plus, it's portioned to your dog's unique needs for easy weight management.
So we're looking at lean dogs with a pep to their step.
Absolutely, Mike.
That sure sounds like a recipe for a long, healthy career.
Get 50% off your first box of the official pet food of Major League Baseball only at thefarmersdog.com.
When New Yorkers buy a place with Street Easy,
stay cool in lightweight, breathable shirts with over 600 styles, including their famous white shirts with blue stripes. Score big at ctshirts.com. Get shirts for just $39.95 and save up to $89 each. Simply enter code DYNASTY during checkout at ctshirts.com to redeem your offer. For big league style and an all-star value, shop Charles Tyrrell.
And this game is sponsored by River Spring Living. I've seen firsthand what makes life at River Spring Living special. Visit riverspringliving.com.
Tim Hill's first pitch, fly ball, short center field. One pitch, one out, and retires Matt Wallner, one down here in the eighth. 7-0 Minnesota.
And Anthony Volpe is now at shortstop. The eighth inning sponsored by Local 3, IBEW, and Nika.
This will be Trevor Larnach. He came in as a pinch hitter in the seventh inning. Boy, he kept the ball rolling with a double to right. Came around to score. First pitch in there for a strike. 7 runs, 9 hits. No errors for Minnesota. No runs, 2 hits. Just 2 hits. For the Yankees, no errors. Yikes. After the game, stay tuned for the postgame show with Emmanuel Babari, powered by Verizon. For the latest deals, drop into your local Verizon store. So the infield now, McMahon, Volpe, Chisholm, and Goldschmidt. Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield. Larnach stepped into and then out of the batter's box. Now he's ready to go. Tim Hill, a left-hander, and ball pulled foul. Handled by Hank Conger, the first base coach. 0-2, 1 out, nobody on. Wind picking up just a little bit. First pitch. Strike 3 called. He didn't protest. Looking for a fastball. Got a slider in the outside corner for strike 2 down. So 2 outs here in the Minnesota 8th. And Ben Rice didn't even see him. And first pitch in there to Brooks Lee, who's had a nice night. A comeback or two. Rodon, who started home run leading off the 5th. RBI double in the 7th. Hill pounding the strike zone. He's ahead 0-2 with that offering.
She does as steady as anyone that's out there. And that bullpen is Tim Hill has been since he walked in the door here.
0-2. Swung on a defensive swing. Get that pitch out of there. Pitch was down and in. He dug it out. Nice job.
Well, if you want to look forward till tomorrow, Cam Schlittler against right-handed pitcher Zebby Matthews.
See a mile-high pop-up in the infield. Ben Rice has a beat on it behind home plate. Sticking with it, and off his glove. The wind was taking it back towards the stands. He had a really good run on it, and then the wind took it.
Looking, just at that last minute, he put the hand out backwards, tried to get it, missed it.
So second life here for Brooks Lee in this 2-out at bat with nobody on. 7-0 Minnesota. Next pitch from Hill, bouncing ball, Volpe. Ball found him immediately, didn't it? Throw on the run on the money. Got him.
What you said was
and a 1-2-3. Since these guys come in, you can go first 3-4 pitches. It's coming to you, pal. Be ready.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No. Man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me my good friends, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
When New Yorkers buy a place with Street Easy, they have the local expertise they need to stay in the city. When they buy outside the city, they have regrets.
The only way to fix this place would be to move it back to Brooklyn.
When it's time to buy, let Street Easy connect you with the agent you need to never leave. Go to StreetEasy.com to learn more. Street Easy is an assumed name of Zillow Inc., which has licenses in all 50 states.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of June 2025.
Well, the new pitcher is Pearson Ole, a right-hander. So you can, 26 years old, from Moore Park, California. 14th rounder from 2021. I don't think we saw him last time.
I don't believe we did either, but I'll double check. Well, the Yankees have been shut out 9 times, and the Twins have, they say, authored 7 shutouts. Let's see what gives here. Top of the 9th with Stanton leading off against Ole. First pitch, down low.
Well, these guys all throw cutters. Last appearance was Saturday.
And we did not see Mr.
No,
Ole.
he's been in 9 games, that's why.
Did not see him in New York. Here's Fastball for strike. 1-1 to Big James. K 3 times today. Looking, swinging, and swinging. Right-hander deals. Speed pitch misses. 2-1. Pearson Ole. Reminds me of a great shooter with the Baltimore Bullets with Earl Monroe, Kevin Lockery, late 60s, early 70s. Don Ole. Remember him?
I do indeed. Here we have pitch com.
He was a good player.
Here comes the pitch com problem. We made it almost through an entire game without a pitch com problem. Yep, here comes the pitch com person.
This kid, Ole Pearson, Pierson, Ole, O-H-L. Moore Park, California, with the Grand Canyon University in Phoenix.
A couple of pitchers came on Grand Canyon we've read this year.
Two and one to Stanton. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball way out front. 2-2.
He's throwing a good changeup. He's only thrown one fastball. He's thrown a couple of sliders and a couple of changeups.
Two to Stanton. Pitch. Way outs. Not way outside, but off the plate. 3-2. Basketball player Don Ole. He was from Murfreesboro, Illinois. Passed away last December. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss with golden sombrero. 4 strikeout night for Giancarlo Stanton. Tough go. 1 down. Ole off to a good start. He's got Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz has struck out swinging, looking, and grounded out the second 0 for 3. First pitch down low and away, ball 1. 7-0 Minnesota. 1 in the third, 1 in the fifth, 5 in the seventh. Hitting star Austin Martin, their left fielder's driven in 4. Brooks Lee's driven in 2. He's their shortstop. There's pitch to Jazz. Fastball for strike. One and 1. Jazz left-hand hitter, infield straight up. Pitch outside. Ball 2. 22,001. 22,001 attendance tonight. Here comes the 2-1 to Jazz. Pitch. Dribbled foul, first base side. 2-2. Tough night for the fellas here this evening. Minnesota lost 2 of 3, 10 of 13. Aaron Boone talked about it yesterday. Says, hey, feel it this time of year, anybody can beat anybody. And so true. Here, put it in play, left side. Backhanded by the shortstop. Lee throws high. Jazz just nipped by about a half a step. Nice play by Brooks Lee. 2 down. Well, the crowd coming to its feet here. And last hope here for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. If they can hit one out and avoid a shutout. Ole, the pitcher, comes to the plate with a fastball in there for strike. Pearson Ole, O-H-L. Goalie behind 0-1. Next pitch in the dirt. 1-1. Pearson Ole, rookie, just his 10th game 24 innings, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks. It's early days here in the big leagues. Pitch to Goldie, dribbled back to the mound, fielded by Ole, throws the first. Ball game. Twins win it 7-0. That's their 8th shutout victory, and it's the 10th time the Yankees have been shut out this season, and not a way you wanted to start this portion of this final road trip. This is the first of 3 here before we go to Baltimore for 4. So, wow, this was not pretty by any stretch of the imagination. Carlos Rodon, it wasn't terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but he was totally outpitched by Simeon Woods Richardson, who had a career best 11 strikeouts and was totally dominant. And every time the Yankees made a foray look like they were going to get something done, he shut the door.